What's up, guys, and how is everybody doing out there? I hope everybody is doing well. Ah, take three. Take three. You know what, guys? Is it time to leave this beautiful island of siargao for financial reasons? I guess you could put it that way. All right. Let me begin by saying, though, you know what, you guys opened my eyes in the last video with all the great comments out there. You know, you guys saying where you live. You know, I live a 2-bedroom, 3-bedroom apartment, 2 3-bedroom condo in a nice area here in the Philippines, gated community. You know, I pay 20,000, 25, 30,000 pesos per month to live in a nice area. And, you know, it kind of like opened up my eyes, you know, just doing the searching here, looking for apartments and stuff on this island. It's crazy. It's crazy. Now, let me catch some people up to speed. Some people said, well, I thought you had a house, you know, why are you apartment searching and everything like that? When we got here about a year ago, I told my wife, excuse me, a little over a year ago, I told my wife, I said, hey, let's find a small little apartment in General Luna, up where the action is, where the restaurants are, where the tourists are, where the homestays are, rental properties are. And I had a budget. I wasn't going to go over the budget. We did look at one place. It was like 15,000, but it was a dump, a dump, kind of like the places we were looking at here recently. Um, we just got lucky. Um, the second place we looked at was a nice little tiny efficiency apartment that we are in now, but have to move out in September because the landlord is subleasing all that out. I explained that all in the last video. If you want to know, check it out. It was what we were looking for. Nice little studio apartment, own little bathroom, little kitchen area with running water. Came furnished, had internet, had a refrigerator. We had to get gas for the gas stove, little outside area for cooking. Internet was included. I don't know if I said air conditioned, but it was a nice little place. It was priced right, 10,000 pesos. That's what I was looking for. You know, now with doing the searching, it's just crazy. I could tell you right now, I could take our room here, which is bigger than a lot of places we've already looked at. All right. I have a side room over here. The piping is ran to it. If I put the toilet in there, put the sink in there, had that up, had that running, tiled the floor, had the bedroom, had the air condition, offered free internet, Starlink internet. Um, of course, you got a shared kitchen downstairs. You got a gas stove downstairs that you have access to. There's even a washer that I could hook up. I'm telling you right now, I could rent this little room out here in General Luna easily. On the low end, 30,000 pesos a month. You might say, Philly, you're crazy. No, I'm telling you. And I've looked at places online too, because there is, you know, online rental here. And 25, 30, 35,000. It's crazy. Room where the girls stay. Little room like that. Throw a bed in there, put a fan in there, maybe an air conditioner in there. I could rent that out for 20,000. That's what they're getting. Downstairs. Downstairs room my mother-in-law lives in. Concrete block walls. Tiny little room. I could get 15,000, probably more, because it's got a kitchen. We have a shared kitchen here. I refuse to, and I'm sure you guys are the same way. I refuse to pay for over overpriced things here when it comes to rental. There's no medium here. Yeah, you have very high-end houses you can rent. I'm talking 75,000, 100,000 a month. All right. People will retire where they want to retire because something draws them there. There's something there that they like doing. This island is a beautiful island. Do not get me wrong. It is a beautiful island. The nature, the ocean, places to explore, things to see. It's a beautiful island. All right. But you have people that come here to retire. They're of a younger crowd. I see it with my own eyes. These are surfers. Surfers. Right? Is that it? Surfer? 25, 35 years old. They don't mind. They don't mind renting a basic room for 20,000 pesos a month with a shared kitchen and sometimes a shared CR. They don't mind that. They don't. It's like, I don't know, were they like traveling nomads or whatever? They work online. They make good money online. They don't mind that. You know, you're looking for a place to retire. You like to golf. All right, you're going to find an area here in the Philippines where there could be some golf courses that that you go out and you golf. Scuba diving. I love scuba diving. But not enough to where I want to live in an area where I want to scuba dive all the time. You know what I'm saying? Dumaguete, Darwin. No desire to live in Dumaguete. No desire to live in Darwin. Way too many expats. And I hear the expats are driving the price up in the Dumaguete area. Whatever. No desire to live there. You know what I'm saying? You will find where you want to be. Why don't you buy land, Philly? Buy land. I think somebody told everybody here on this island that Yamashita's gold's on this island. You're going to buy land? Yamashita gold could be on there. 10,000, 20,000 pesos per square meter? All right. I did have a kuya, an older gentleman. I was looking at one place. Hey, why don't you buy land? And da-da-da-da. He goes, I got land right here in General Luna. You could put a little house there. Didn't even ask him how much per square meter. I said to him, do you have a title? Nope, we don't have a title, but we have a tax declaration. Stay tuned for a video coming up real soon, probably the next video. I said a couple weeks ago that we had gotten the family, when I mean family, me and my wife and her family, hired a lawyer in regards to the land that we're on right here. Rather interesting situation we're on. But the bottom line is, you need a title. Period. Like I said, I got a video coming up. We'll talk about that. Another thing here is we got this to-go ferry, the port. The port here on siargao Island is going to save tourism. It's the talk of the island. It's the talk of the General Luna, where all the businesses are that cater to tourism and everything like that. Correct me. Somebody please correct me. Those that have traveled via sea here and, from maybe Manila, wherever, they are saying this ferry, this to-go ferry, super yacht, whatever they want to call it, when you leave the port in Manila, within 28 hours, you will be in the port here on siargao Island. My wife, who has done some traveling on the ocean, my brother-in-law, from different ports to different areas, they say, no way, longer than that. Maybe I could be wrong. Maybe this is like the world's fastest super ferry. I couldn't tell you. But everybody's banking on that. You talk to the locals, too. You got a local that's got an apartment for rent. All right, I want to rent this apartment. 20, 30,000 pesos per month. Tiny little place. I'm getting rich because I just rented that. And it has nothing to do with foreigners. They'll rent that same place out to a Filipino in a heartbeat. All right. So they think they're getting rich. But they also forgot that the guy down at the market, well, he's got that Yamashita gold mentality also. All right. Go down to the market where all the locals buy all their fruits and vegetables and fish and everything like that. The guy at the market, he's got the Yamashita gold mentality also, which should be 200 pesos per kilo. Nope, it's 400 pesos per kilo, like doubled. Like I said, could we live here? Sure. I could continue to live here. I could continue to, and who knows? Maybe I will. Maybe I won't. Weighing out options right now. What do we want to do? See, that's the thing. I still want to travel. I still want to be able to get on a plane and, go wherever. You know what I mean? Let's go to Boracay. Let's go to Bohol. Let's go to El Nido. I still want to do all those things before I'm sitting in a rocking chair or a wheelchair. We all get there one day. You know what I'm saying? But just to fly out of this island. Just to fly out of this island and back in. Crazy expensive. I looked at prices from, what is it? The city, Davao City. Davao City flight. From Davao City to Manila. Less than 2,000 pesos one way. So you're looking at less than 4,000 pesos round trip for one person. All right, Davao City, which is further south of where we're at. To fly out of this airport, say Manila, even up to Luzon, Clark Air Base, the old air base, 13,000 for one person round trip. I'm thinking, okay, for that price, is it first class? Is it business class? Do you get champagne? Do you get lobster? Do you get surf and turf? Like, what is that 13,000 round trip going to get you? Oh, a basic seat. You know what I mean? But don't get me wrong. If you want to come to the Siargao Island as a tourist, it's a beautiful island. Bring money. I'm telling you now, bring money. Bring money. So what's the plan? What's the plan? You know what? I said to my wife, I said, you know what? I got a friend that I went to high school with. He lives down in Cagayan de Oro. I said, let's shoot down to Cagayan de Oro. 9-hour bus ride, but still cheaper than flying. Let's do that. Let's go see the city. What's it all about? It's on the ocean. You got downtown, midtown, uptown. You got malls, transportation, McDonald's, Jollibee, Burger King. You have all that. Like I said, malls. What is it like? Of course. If you've been to one city, you've been to all the cities. They're all pretty much the same. It just depends where in the Philippines it's located. Your banks, your businesses, your malls, all that. It all depends on where it's located. So we're going to do that. And get this. Went online, Airbnb. I started looking at prices for a hotel stay down there, rental places down there. Even put it on my post like, hey, give me ideas. We found a 1-bedroom condo. With a nice kitchen, Airbnb, nice living room, TV, bedroom, nice bathroom. Looks really nice. Downtown, where all the action is. 1 week. Less than $150. That's what I mean. Like, look what you're getting. Look what you're getting here. 150 a week. 6 for a month. What's that? $600. They would charge you probably 100,000 pesos or something like that here. And I could see if there was something what draws you here. But anyways, guys, that's the plan. In a couple weeks, we'll head down there. We're not jumping on anything out there. We're not just going to jump the jump. You know what I mean? We're going to take our time. We're going to relax. We're going to investigate. People say, well, why don't you move back up to Angeles City? No. I have no, let me say this again for those that keep saying it, no desire to move up there. Been there, done it. If you could take Angeles City, move it not to Subic Bay, because you're even then you're taking a city that's really dirty and put it by an ocean that's really dirty, but move it to like a beautiful beach area like a Boracay or even here. Yeah, maybe I would consider it. There's nothing there. There's nothing that offers me anything there. Nothing. I can find malls. I can find restaurants. I can find Jollibee's, McDonald's, Burger King, Western food, other places in other cities in an area that I want to be. You know what I'm saying? So there it is. That's what's going on. Let me know what you think. Leave the comments below. Like I said, I truly enjoy all your comments. I read them all. And stay tuned for the next video coming up. Like I said, I'm going to explain everything, what we got a lawyer for, what the lawyer told us about this land that the family is sitting on. When I say our house, it's the family's house, my house, whatever. Yes, I know. You don't have to remind me foreigners can't own land. Yes, I know. But anyways, guys, once again, thank you so much for following me. The journey continues. I'm not ready for a rocking chair. I'm not ready for an everyday routine. Honey, let me grab my false teeth. Let's go downstairs, honey. I'm going to squeeze some orange juice for you. We're going to eat our breakfast, and, and we're going to take our afternoon nap. Not that there's nothing wrong with an afternoon nap. Not ready for that yet. I want to keep exploring. So with that, we'll talk to you later.